Denny Hamlin started the Brickyard 400 dead last. His qualifying run ended with a crash in Turn 2 on Saturday. The Joe Gibbs Racing driver had to switch to his backup car. Starting position 39 out of 39 cars looked like a disaster. Then Bubba Wallace did something that left Hamlin speechless. Wallace crossed the finish line first at Indianapolis Motor Speedway on July 27, 2025. The victory made him the first black driver in history to win on the iconic 2.5-mile oval. But Hamlin's reaction to this moment revealed something deeper about what this win truly meant. Hamlin's weekend started badly. His primary car was destroyed during qualifying. "I've never seen so many people come together and get this car together," Hamlin said. Both Joe Gibbs Racing and 2311 Racing teams worked together to prepare his backup car. The collaboration was unprecedented. Starting from the rear meant Hamlin had 38 cars to pass. The backup car needed significant work. Team members from all 4 JGR teams contributed parts and labor. 2311 Racing even helped wrap the car. Hamlin climbed through the field systematically. By the end of Stage 1, he had moved into contention. Chase Briscoe won Stage 1 after leading the first 18 laps from pole position. Wallace finished second in the stage. Hamlin continued his march forward. Stage 2 brought more drama. Eric Jones crashed when his right front tire failed on lap 91. The incident sent Jones hard into the Turn 3 wall. Ryan Blaney won Stage 2, with Hamlin now running in the top 5. Rain began falling with 6 laps remaining. Wallace was leading at that point. Kyle Larson had closed a 5.057-second gap to just 3 seconds. The timing couldn't have been worse for Wallace's fuel situation. "The whole time I'm thinking, are we going? Are we not?" Wallace said during the red flag delay. The 18-minute stoppage gave teams time to calculate fuel consumption. Wallace's crew faced a critical decision. Cars sat motionless on pit lane. Wallace used the time to mentally prepare. "I will say I leaned more towards I know we're going to go back racing. Be ready. Don't get complacent here," he explained. Hamlin watched the situation unfold from third position. "They told me that the Wallace and the William Byron were in very similar positions on fuel," Hamlin said on the TNT broadcast. William Byron was also running near the front on fumes. The restart came with 4 laps remaining. Wallace beat Larson through Turn 2 on the first attempt. Then another crash occurred behind them. NASCAR threw the caution flag again. A second overtime was necessary. Wallace's fuel situation became desperate. His crew recalculated whether they could complete 2 more laps. The math was extremely close. "The first thing that went through my mind was, here we go again," Wallace said. "But then I said, I want to win this straight up. I want to go back racing." Hamlin knew the stakes. "I saw the 24th running out, so at that point I know I'm third. The Kyle Larson is going to make it, so I'm just at that point hoping the 23rd does make it," he explained. The final restart determined everything. Wallace launched ahead of Larson again. The number 23 Toyota had enough fuel to reach the checkered flag. Larson couldn't get close enough to attempt a pass. The margin of victory was 0.222 seconds. Wallace climbed from his car after 100 races without a victory. His last win came at Kansas Speedway in September 2022. The drought was over. Hamlin's reaction was immediate and telling. "They deserved to win the race," Hamlin said on the TNT broadcast. "They were faster. They pulled away from the pack there. If the race goes green with no rain, they win it outright that way. Just a great flawless execution day for Bubba, Charles, Danicky, that whole team. Just so happy for them. They deserve it." Hamlin changed into street clothes after the race. He joined Wallace in the traditional brick-kissing ceremony at Indianapolis. The moment was significant for multiple reasons. Hamlin had never won the Brickyard 400 as a driver. This was his first opportunity to kiss the bricks.
I'll take every opportunity I can. When those guys go out there and they get trophies, I make sure I get my own, treat it as my own. So because
Hamlin explained why this victory meant more than a typical win.
"I can assure you, one more green-white checker, I don't know, they more than likely wouldn't have made that."
Building 2311 Racing from scratch required massive resources. Hamlin joined forces with Michael Jordan in 2020 to form the team. The organization faced numerous challenges from day one. Recent weeks brought additional stress due to the NASCAR charter lawsuit. 2311. Racing lost its charter status according to a court hearing. The team now operates as an open entry. Payouts are significantly reduced without charter protection. Sponsorship becomes more difficult to secure each race weekend.
To make the car go faster, building a team from scratch is a huge undertaking. And so you feel more gratification because I had my hand in every little piece of that race team, from the branding to the sponsorship to the competition to the everything.
The comparison to parenting came naturally. That's why, parents always feel much prouder when their kids accomplish something more than they do, Hamlin said. Jordan was not at Indianapolis Motor Speedway for the historic victory. The NBA legend missed another opportunity to celebrate in victory lane with his driver. Jordan has never been present for a 2311 racing win. Wallace received a phone call from Jordan immediately after the race. He was just so proud, Wallace said during the TNT post-race broadcast. I said I wish you were here for it. He was like, he's going to have a drink or two for me tonight. So we'll be celebrating together in spirit. Jordan's absence was notable given the magnitude of the achievement. This marked 2311 Racing's first victory of 2025. The organization had failed to win a race in the first half of the season for the first time since 2021. Hamlin revealed the background that led to this breakthrough performance. Wallace's development accelerated significantly in summer 2024. Multiple factors contributed to the change. When we started the second team with Kurt, that pushed him a little bit. Hamlin said after Wallace's win, Kurt Busch joined 2311 as a second driver in 2022. The veteran champion provided internal competition for Wallace. Tyler Reddick replaced Busch in 2023 after Busch's career-ending injury. Reddick's presence continued pushing Wallace's performance level. Then when we brought in Tyler, that pushed him a little bit more, Hamlin explained. Wallace becoming a father in September 2024 potentially influenced his mindset shift. Something changed mid-last year, Hamlin observed. You can relate it to Wallace having a child or whatever. But something happened mid-last year where I saw a change in attitude that then changed work ethic. Hamlin shared wisdom he received from former crew chief Mike Ford. The advice became crucial in Wallace's development.
Everything sucks all the time. It's just that's a tough way to live, and we're in a business that if you can win 5% of the time, you're a Hall of Famer. You're gonna lose. This is a losing business, and you have to find happiness in some other way other than actually winning.
Ford's guidance helped Hamlin throughout his career. Passing this knowledge to Wallace proved transformative.
Mike Ford told me that early in my career. And that was the best advice I've ever been given, and it's something that certainly...
Wallace learned to handle disappointment differently.
Shallowed that up. His valleys weren't as low. I think it seemed like on the bad days he was able to compartmentalize that and then think about the positives versus everything sucks all the time.
Wallace's victory carried historical significance beyond the trophy. No black driver had previously won on Indianapolis Motor Speedway's oval configuration. Formula One races occurred on the road course, but the oval remained unconquered. This one's really cool, Wallace said. Coming off turn 4, I knew I was going to get there, unless we ran out of gas. I was surprised I wasn't crying like a little baby. The achievement represented Wallace's first Crown Jewel victory. NASCAR's 4 Crown Jewel races include the Daytona 500, Coca-Cola 600, Southern 500, and Brickyard 400. These events carry the sport's highest prestige. Wallace's third career Cup Series victory locked him into the playoff field. He joins teammate Tyler Reddick in the postseason hunt. Wallace previously made the playoffs in 2023, finishing 10th overall in his best career result.